When military service ends, the Department of Veterans Affairs operates as the primary provider of healthcare and financial support for returning service members. This single federal pipeline manages an immense breadth of commitments, distributing everything from GI Bill tuition and specialized housing grants to lifelong medical care. Delivering those services to millions of individuals spread across 50 states requires a massive, highly standardized and centralized bureaucracy. That standardization creates a rigid machine. While designed with clear intent, it struggles to adapt when individuals face urgent, specific crises that fall outside its standardized forms. On the ground, the challenges are immediate. Veterans return home and encounter acute overlapping crises, like severe PTSD, abrupt homelessness, or sudden food insecurity. Historically, the response to these localized emergencies falls to community-based veteran service organizations, which step in to catch those who slip past the federal radar. This network map illustrates the problem. These local groups operate in isolation. A single neighborhood post lacks the political leverage required to compel structural, legislative changes at the top. This creates a dangerous vacuum. Without a mechanism to turn local data into systemic pressure, veterans are often forced to navigate life-threatening gaps on their own. In Georgia, a specific structural intervention is closing that gap: the Veterans Coalition Foundation. Instead of simply launching another isolated charity, the VCF targets the structural flaw by consolidating fragmented community organizations into a single, cohesive entity. By uniting these diverse groups, the coalition builds a membership base of 1.8 million people, a scale large enough to move the needle on state policy. This consolidation transforms the foundation into an active political force, allowing it to leverage collective voting strength at the state capitol. Achieving this specific scale converts abstract public sympathy into undeniable legislative leverage. That leverage is deployed directly inside the state legislative arena. The coalition tracks committee votes and publishes formal report cards on every state politician, directly linking a legislator's record to the watchful eyes of 1.8 million voters. They aim this lobbying power at precise life-or-death bottlenecks, pushing for immediate funding increases for PTSD treatment and emergency homeless veteran housing. Collective voting strength is the primary mechanism that forces elected officials to prioritize veteran survival over general political rhetoric. State-level policy victories, however, still require capable hands to execute them back in the neighborhood. This is where grassroots leaders like Colonel Prentiss Baker Sr. step in. Following 27 years of military service, he now applies his experience as a VCF board member. Through his role as commander of his local VFW post, he operates as the physical execution arm for the coalition's wider objectives. Under his command, the post connects underserved families with vital food assistance and administers JROTC scholarships to develop high school students. Top-down systemic power ultimately fails unless it is directed by local leaders who understand the specific, nuanced needs of their immediate community. This means effective veteran care is a mandatory, interconnected, three-tiered ecosystem. As this model shows, Tier 1 is the federal bureaucracy, the VA, which establishes the baseline of national funding and broad resources. Tier 2 is driven by state coalitions, like the VCF, acting as a legislative shield that bends the federal machine towards state-specific needs. And Tier 3 is made of local leaders, delivering the crucial human touch and direct, personalized intervention where it matters most. Honoring sacrifice requires maintaining every level of this ecosystem. Supporting veteran nonprofits is the vital link that ensures no veteran is left to navigate the vacuum alone.